Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sunny Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna be going over the spoilers for the upcoming week of October 13th, 2025. We'll also be doing deeper journey and faction events and probably just playing the game normally for real. But to get us started, let's do the hardest epic trial for Wild Plains on auto battle so I can set up the stream. It won't take long. I don't have a thumbnail today. So, there you go. Watch that. And I'll get her set up. Sorry I'm late today. I usually say it doesn't matter on Saturdays, but I'm starting to think it does. I don't know. This is the day. The morning gets later. People start doing things. I don't know. Maybe they're not watching YouTube. But, yeah. Setting her up for you. Hold on. We're gonna do diet spoilers, which just means we will be reading them from the calendar for next week. And deeper journey, I need to do that. I did some last night. And, just want to do my share for the guild. I did some faction event so I could record my video after the stream yesterday, which was a grumpy one. I do apologize. That was pretty grumpy. I do have my views on the game, but I don't have to be so strong with them, I guess. And it is what it is. A lot of people don't. I don't know. Somebody even on my top 20 ultra rares was talking about some portal troop that's probably the second best, they say. Which I've never used in my... I don't even know what they're talking about. They acted like I was an idiot, that I should have put Portal something on there. Sometimes people say, what about Queen Beatrix for the top 20 mythics? And I don't know, man. Some of this community, I think you can't change their minds, you know what I mean? Like, they're stubborn and set in their ways. You can't teach an old dog new tricks type of thing. So it is what it is. I try. I'm just trying to save you time, trying to save you gems. But if you don't want to, if you want to buy shrines and, you know, play Explore 12 and use a troop that's not even close to the top 20 and say it should be in the top of the top 20, then whatever. It is what it is. I can't change your mind usually if you're that type of person. So, you know, just trying to help here. Alright, I think I got it set up. It doesn't matter to me, right? Either way, what you do. I'm not there. It doesn't matter what you do on your account, whether you have to spend gems or money or how much time you spend on the game. It doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't get anything out of it, whether you do it my way or not. So, you know, just trying to help. For real. Take what you want, leave what you don't want type of stuff. For real. Alright. Jumping into the chat, so I'm ready for it. Hit the like, turn your ticket to the train. Morning, Trey. I'm excited to play today. I got that Cloak of the Crystalline Waters, so I need you to put that, you know, transfer it to Thug. And I also got him some new gloves because I'm not gonna need the crystal or the silver chitin hand wraps, which have like no stats other than the haste. So now I have like an extra almost 100 mana now, and then I have an extra like 14% haste. And other stat, I got like 9 dex, 9 agility, some strength. Like, hopefully that helps, man. Then next level, I get to use the Narandi's Lance and all that. So it should be cool. I'm hoping it. I feel it. You know what I mean? Hoping I can feel it. A little bit, at least. I got Thug over by, right now he's in Nariak, I think. So he's closer. Zenny is in Eastern Commons, though, still. So, I don't know, wherever you want to meet later. Kind of excited to play EverQuest today. Trey with a 6, thank you so much. Running out there. Butt crack a showing rag in his back pocket. We are, you know, in the middle of revving up the engine. Looking for the pimp juice. Trying to do a burnout. It's about where we are so far this month. Not crazy, but not... yeah, somewhere. Alright, we lost the epic trial. That's fine, though. That's the hardest one. What are you going to do? But let's try it again so I can do the spoilers. And whether we win or not, or whether the fight's done or not, by the time I get done with this, I'll retreat. Maybe we can do this later. We can try it later. It's for interesting content to watch. Maybe I'll try this one after we get done with the spoilers and the other stuff. Alright, let's do this again. Okay. Spoilers for the upcoming week of October 13th, 2025. What's going on next week? We got a Blackhawk week. Blackhawk Underspire, Blackhawk Epic Trials, Blackhawk Weapons in the Soul Forge, Blackhawk Event Key Drop Table, Blackhawk Glory Shop Troop. There's a world event. Is the guild event for the week. A world event. Most likely that's going to be, you know, use the spell damage medal, hit all enemies type of deal. But maybe it'll be Skull for once. Usually it's either Skull and Spell or Spell. They almost never give us just Skull, but it does happen occasionally. We'll see. Tuesday, the faction event is the Blackheart, and that is associated to Blackhawk. Like always. Like this week is the Labyrinth, was associated to Wild Plains. The week before that was Wild Court, associated to Dominion Fields. So you always know what the Tuesday faction event's going to be based on what Kingdom week it is. So it's Blackhawk week. Tuesday's the Blackheart. Wednesday's a Blackhawk pet. Bonnie Rose's parrot, I think. Thursday is Blackhawk's class, Corsair. And then it is Guild Wars. So on Thursday, before Thursday, you should have your Defend set. And, you know, it starts up on Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is Guild Wars. The restriction, I think, is Galvania. Can double check that for you. Guild Wars, Galvania, attack restriction. The Grey King might be good for that. We'll look into it on Tuesdays, usually when I do that, because Tuesdays are kind of dead, so I juice it up with my Guild Wars offense team, defense team. Monday, of course, is just the guild event, world event, the Soul Forge, Venki drop table, the weekly preview. But then Tuesday, we usually do just the faction event, but I'll also add Guild Wars next week, offense and defense to Tuesday. So yeah, that's the spoilers pretty much. It's a Blackhawk week. It's a world event for the guild event. Tuesday's the Blackheart. Wednesday's Bonnie Rose's parrot. Thursday's Corsair. Thursday's also the start of Guild Wars. And then you have Guild Wars on the weekend with the Galvania restriction. There we go. Trey's here, Daniel's here, Sean's here, EQ Emulation's here. Trey says, hope everyone's having a good start to the weekend. Thumbs up. I want to let me. Thumbs up. Heart. Okay, got it. Live chat, got it. We already beat yesterday with Trey's 6. It was a grumpy day before I got on there, and then I got off there even grumpier. Because also it crashed. So it's like, yesterday was a S show. Clown show. Like my video for tomorrow for EverQuest. It's called like Lower Gucks a Clown Show or something. And that's what I did, Trey. I made a video this morning describing the situation from last night. Because, I don't know. Depending, like if we record something today, I'll just put it out on Wednesday or next weekend. But I had to get that off my chest, those weirdos in the Lord hallway. As I was running to Eastern Commons or something. I don't know. Hey, we might win here. Can you believe it? Might win. Should I just let it go? I don't want to let it go. I want to do it myself. Just retreat. I'd rather do that myself. But looks like you could win if you kept trying. You do an AI fight, an auto battle with for your epic trials. Don't give up on first try. You know, keep trying. Obviously, if you can play the game, play the game. But if you're not able to play the game, run an auto battle before you get up and go do something else or whatever before you start or something. But that was the spoilers. So let's kind of just play the game normally today, I guess. I did promise Steeper Journey and Deeper Faction, so I might do that first. Let's get all these blinkies off the screen. Ooh, we got the Void Dragon for everybody in the guild. Somebody did. Offers. They keep giving me stuff I need. I just need to take more tributes. I think that's the answer. Maybe open some glory chests. Do good in the next vault event. Do I even have vault keys? 201 there. Okay. where some of my gems are. 14 epics, 200 regulars, that's where some of my gems are. And then some more gems are in my glory chests, and then some more gems are in my tribute, and then some more gems are in the next vault event. So that's where my gems are right now. I only got 7,000, but I got some I could get, probably. Probably run it back up to 10k if I wanted to. Alright, let's play. So I look at this first always, but yeah, I said I would do Journey and Faction first, so let's do that. Journey. Doing some of this last night. My team is still working, but like I said yesterday, you might switch to my mid team eventually, because eventually Ruby Weapon's not going to one-shot, then eventually Ketris isn't going to finish stuff off, and then eventually you might get impatient and not want to cast Ruby Weapon twice or Ketris twice, and eventually you might want to switch to the Doomspade team with Hornbreaker. But for now, I'm just doing this still, because I'm not impatient yet. But let's see how it goes. Let's see where I'm at in the guild, too. This feels like the most important thing to me, like guild stuff. If you're ever going to take a break from the game, just a little bit even, make sure you do your guild stuff at least. Give your requirements and play in the guild event. Then you can skip stuff. It's only going to hurt you instead of hurting everybody. Sometimes people play the game and they're like super selfish. So they'll get on the game and do Explore 12, or they'll get on the game and do something they need to do. They'll ignore their guild. But I think it should be the other way around. Like if you're going to ignore things, it should be things that only affect you and your account. And do the things that are guild related instead. Okay, we got Soothsayer. I like to hit either a heroic gem or some sort of fancy gem with the Soothsayer if possible. But I can't hit the haste gem at all. Or the enraged gem, sorry. I got haste on the mind. Alright, let's go here. Wherever. Let's do Ketris on. I usually pick the enemy with the most HP. That way the Ruby Weapon, when I fire it next time, can still kill. So like right here. Hopefully kill if I fire it again. And same thing here, if whatever has the most HP, so 82. Now this should kill. Now you gotta help out the Ruby Weapon's second cast sometimes. It's just got a testicle on my phone, hold on. Okay. Mrs. Senny's a little sick at work today. Been sick for the last few days. Okie doke. So pick highest miles. We got Ruby Weapon, Hornbreaker, Ketris, Soothsayer, Shaman. Looks like double brown, red minus yellow. That's the team. Did a bunch of extra videos this week. Kind of just is what it is right now. Just getting them in. Not expecting too much from it. Just getting them in, you know. Start making that habit. We got Ruby Weapon. Weaken them all. Explode. We got Ketris. Once again, gonna shoot whoever has the most HP. So 68. And then the next Ruby Weapon should finish them off. If I can get it back up. There we go. And let's see if I got full miles. I probably did, because that was only like 4 turns. Yep, I think so. 135. We'll keep an eye on it. 155 would be triple, right? Excuse me. So 165-ish, right? Let's see if I get full miles. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see how far I am too, like where I'm at in the guild, and if maybe we're all the way done and I don't need to do this at all. I don't know. Alright, we can hit the Enraged Gem, but let's do Ruby Weapon first. Weaken them. Alright, now we can still hit it. It's kind of random. Those things aren't the greatest, because if it doesn't go to your first slot, who cares type of stuff. Alright, so first enemy's dead. Will this kill? I think so. And did we get it? 165. Yep. Full miles. Alright, let's see where we're at here. Alright, we still got something to do. And we are As long as I'm not in the last screen, I'm cool with that. So, used to be able to go up from here. I don't know why I can't now. I'm like pushing the button. Won't let me go up from here. It used to let you just jump straight to the bottom by pushing up, but it's not letting me right now. I'm in 17th. Pretty much right in the middle. It's kind of where I want to be. But I'll do even more. Go 55. 55 miles. Got a Valraven, so we may want to target that thing, get it killed. So, cast Ketris on the Valraven. Just to make sure I kill it. Very important to get those turns. We probably would have got him either way, but just make sure, you know. Shoot this in the middle somewhere, I guess. Sauna's here. Okay, Ruby Weapon. Come a little closer. Hornbreaker, same thing as Ketris. We can do Skulls, though. That'll help a little. And now Hornbreaker on the first guy, because he's got 67. And then Ruby Weapon finishes them off. And we'll get full miles. I think they go like 10 turns to not get full miles. It's probably more likely to happen with the loopy team than this team right now. Like weaker damage and you're looping and it takes way more turns type of thing. Alright, we got the Soothsayer. We could get some brown right here by destroying this row, so let's do that. We do Ruby Weapon here. Hit everybody. Got a kill, nice. Some damage. Shoot right. I think right in the middle. They're all pretty close. One enemy left. And it's dead. Full miles again. 270. Alright, we got 55. If there's anybody, you know, Saturday's the day where, you know, we can pretty much do whatever you guys want. So if you have a topic of discussion or you want to hear about anything, or you want to see anything, or you have any kind of questions, remember, I don't mind softball questions that you already know the answer to, but you just want to spark a discussion. It's fine with me. Need y'all's help. Tent poles. Not always just talking about money with that. I'm also talking, like, help me with the stream, kind of. Alright, Ruby Weapon. We can get an extra turn here. Might as well take Skulls, like, every little bit helps. Get a kill. Ketris. Let's make sure we kill this Valraven. And more Skulls. Ruby Weapon. We win. Should get full miles. That might be... Nah, I don't think it'd ever, like, not get full miles, even if you have to cast it multiple times. I was about to say, like, maybe I would switch out of this team when it stops getting full miles, but I don't think it would ever stop getting full miles. I think I'm pretty close to starting that new account playthrough. Maybe not next week, but the week after. Like I said before, 2026 for sure. What I'm thinking. Could be as early as not this Thursday, but like before Halloween maybe. Could be as late as like end of December, but hoping maybe not this Thursday, but next Thursday I'll start a new account playthrough. This is how it's going to go. Ready? They're going to ask me to choose a weapon. I'm going to choose that green weapon, probably. Because I'm thinking about goblins. I'm thinking about Rowan. And then I'm going to try to make a little goblin team, most likely. They give you a goblin, then you got Goblin Bomber and Ice Goblin. And you know, you just got a bunch of goblins at the beginning of the game. So I usually make a goblin team first. And then, I don't know, I'm just doing the quests. Opening all the kingdoms, opening all the classes, opening all the game modes. Trying to get the Forest of Thorns to get Rowan. Then we'll get Rowan, then I'll start working on that team. Hopefully get Clockwork Sphinx from a Warband shop. Golden Cog from Mastery, do my Mastery in the right order. Get my Rowan team going. Probably start using the Rowan team once I get Clockwork Sphinx and have Rowan too. Hopefully get Leprechaun. If not, I'll get Trickster. Start the Underworld. Get Trickster. Get Mirage Queen. Get Queen Beatrix. Get Gob Truffle. All the while getting in a guild as soon as possible. Still probably opening all the game modes, doing all the quests, classes. Underworld, City of Thieves 3 times a day, every day. Then maybe an Immortal or a Dragon, or both. Seeing if we can make a team out of something for that. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe Rowan's still better. I don't know. That's kind of one of the things I want to investigate is like how much does a Dragon or an Immortal affect early game, or do you just stick with Rowan because it's easier to get the troops that go with Rowan? Because sometimes you'll get a new mythic, you'll get a mythic like super early beginner, early game, but you don't have anything else to go with it to make a good team with it, then you don't just use it right away. You're not gonna like get the Wild Queen and throw her on your Rowan team or your Goblin team. You really want to build a team around her. So, you know, it's still the best way to go last time was just to stick with your Rowan team. Maybe switch to Queen Beatrix, Phenoxia, something like that. But Mythics aren't always the answer. Dragons aren't always the answer. And Immortals are definitely, usually not the answer. But we'll see. I want to test it and see what happens. Whatever's fastest, you know, will do. It's easier to get armor. It's easier to get Rowan. It's easier to get Clockwork Sphinx and Mirage Queen and everything that goes with it. So it's just like the path of least resistance that everybody can do is kind of how I go. You could be like one person and get whatever troop super early in the game. I don't know, like Phoenicia or I don't know, just some good troop early game, and you would maybe not have to. You might use that. But for most people, I like to do a guide where it can help everybody, and not just if you randomly get a good mythic type of thing. So things like you definitely get Rowan from a quest, you can definitely go to the Underworld and get these troops, you can definitely do this team and go to the Warband shop and get this and do that. Get this weapon for sure because it's a mastery weapon, etc. I like to do my new account playthroughs like that, so anybody can do it, whether you're spending money in the game or not, whether you get whatever mythic or not. Like, everything's available and there's a path to get it without RNG type of things. How I like to do mine, and just show that that's perfectly fine too. Like, it's quick, it's good. I might even do like no mythic, no farming for my next new account playthrough. I think that was what I was thinking. Just want to show that it's possible and that it's the right way to go, really. Like, you don't need mythics and you don't need to farm. And I'll have tons of gems, I'll be in a good guild, I'll be crushing it, and I won't farm at all, and I won't use any mythics. Some people think, like, I gotta get mythics or else I can't play this game, or I gotta spend money or else I can't play this game, or I gotta whatever, I gotta farm whatever. I'll show that it's possible and you don't need to. Shoot the guy with the most HP there. Same thing again. And we just got Soothsayer, so what are we gonna hit? Could hit the Fairy Fire Gems. It's probably a better option. If I can hit one of those or two of those, it'd be great. I don't see a way to hit two of them, so I'm just gonna hit the one with the Booty Gem, I guess. Got him. Full miles, hopefully. 165 looks good. It'd probably be some weird odd number if it wasn't full miles. We got a 90-mile fight. These are pretty tough. What should beginners know first? Probably which weapon to pick, because that's like the very first thing that happens. And then turning it to 4 times speed as soon as possible is pretty important. You don't want to be going 4 times slower than everybody else in the game. You know, joining a guild super early. Mastery is pretty important. Not leveling City of Thieves is pretty important. You know, going to the underworld and prioritizing that early is pretty important. Those are the main things I'll be focusing on. But I want to see how the Immortals and Dragons factor in. And they've changed some things at the beginning of the game, too. Like, I think they made some stuff easier. Remember how the World Quest was kind of hard? And my strat for that last time was, once it got too hard, you just do something else, you know? You don't have to do it. It's like, do the World Quest, you can open up whatever. And it's like, okay, well, I'll do it when I can. Still do other things. Not the end of the world if I can't do that one World Quest right now. I'll do it later. That was the only part where we had a little trouble. Is some World Quest that popped up too early that was too hard. But then you just go do class quests and kingdom quests and underworld and level up a little bit. You'll be fine. Go do it later. Path of Least Resistance. Alright, we got the Soothsayer. Can we do anything with it? Not really. I'm just going to shoot it in the middle then. Ketris. Who's got the most HP? That's still a thing. 190 right here. Ruby Weapon. This is a 90 fight, right? My voice doesn't want to work today. Do some skulls. Get this guy, whoever's got the most HP. Ruby Weapon. And we win. 135. I guess it wasn't a 90. Alright, how many more of these should we do? Where are we at? Feeling like a shorter stream today. Maybe short but sweet. We'll see. Started a little too late. Do a short but sweet stream today. Some skulls. I mean, there's nothing else, so... Oh, we got this. Hold on. Hold on. No extra video today. There's nothing really to take out of this stream and make a little video about. It's only going to happen on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, I think. Guild Wars going to throw a monkey wrench in it next week, probably, but a good one. Might be able to make like a defend/offensive team video or something on Tuesday and a faction video. Then Monday make the world event team video and the Underspire team. So there might be like extra videos next week and an extra stream maybe. So lots of extra videos and streams next week because there's a lot going on. Most likely. I don't know for sure. We were always going to post every day, stream every time we're supposed to, but the extra videos, as long as I do at least one a week, I'm good with that. But I'll do as many as I can. Alright, let's do Ruby Weapon. Anita's here! How's it going? Good to see ya. Alright, whoever has the most HP. Let's get this first, though. Okay, Ketris on Nyx. Hornbreaker on this. And we just need to get Ruby Weapon up. I did apologize to Tyrion yesterday. I feel like I was taking my grumpiness out on him when he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? I don't know. He was saying how he doesn't do the faction event on the weekend because it's, I don't know, but it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way for some reason, and then I don't know. You know how it goes. I wasn't really like speaking to him, but it set me off on a rant, and it probably sounded pretty crazy, but you know, said hey, my bad. All right, Ruby Weapon. Like, I was grumpy before the stream started yesterday, and then we had the stream that we had, and then we lost, like, the stream crashed, and we had to make 2 streams, and it was just a whole thing yesterday. I was irritated on top of irritated on top of irritated and grumpy. And then the stream crashed and all that. So, That's my excuse. Probably should have hit the Valraven there, but no big deal. We can do it now. Alright. Doomskull. Let's just hit it. A little extra. Need the ruby weapon. Ruby weapon, red and brown and blue, please. Don't have any of that. Green it is. Red and brown and blue. Red and brown and blue. Red and brown and blue. You definitely need to get hit, sir. Where'd you come from anyway? Come out of a lamp? Did somebody rub you? You wiggled your nose and granted a wish? What if you had a genie? What would you wish for? My stream just crashed, or my chat crashed, sorry. Doesn't happen very often, but it just happened. Anita with the gifted went to TK Peril. Let's go. Found that pimp juice, laying it down. Getting ready to do a burnout. Let's get it. We're in there, the door's open. We started it up, revving it. Looking for the pimp juice. Chad was out there yesterday with a baseball bat and a flashlight because he heard a noise. And now we're jumping in, revving it up, annoying the neighbors. Piece of junk, so we have to rev it at 5 a.m. So close to doing a burnout, it's crazy. One more thing happens and it's, you know, we're smoking the tires for sure. Alright, let's get this ruby weapon up. Ruby weapon, ruby weapon. There we go. Lance Platt just joined up. Now he just smoked the tires, bro. He let go of the button. Let go of that button, baby. Did a burnout. I'm putting a big cloud of smoke in the sky. We're in the same spot, but the tires are spinning. Leave big old black marks on the ground for everybody to see. Be there forever now. Just big black marks in front of our garage. Shot out of there, man. Good job, Lance. Thank you for joining up. You are now a sinner and one with the choir. We must pray. Let's get it. Cruising down the tracks now. We're gonna make it to the gas station today. You guys want some gummy worms? You want some tidy whities? What you want? What you got? What you need? Gonna hit up the gas station? We're on our way. Got the GPS loaded up. What's the closest gas station here? It's 3 minutes away. Take everybody's order. Lance wants gummy worms. Anita wants tidy whities. Sana wants some brewskis. Trey wants some smokes. Some lottery tickets or something. I don't know. Alright. Red, extra turn. Need some gasoline. Put diesel in it. Of course. Runs on diesel. Don't put the wrong kind in. Ruin our engine. Lance with the 10. Holy cow, baby. We made it. Fart can on. Spoiler on. Sticker on the side. Cruising. Did a burnout. Annoyed the neighbors. Revving it up. Slid it in sideways. Sliding it in sideways, baby. We're there. We made it. We needed some gasoline. We're going to park it so we're taking up 2 pumps at the same time. Instead of sliding it in the front of the store where we're like taking up 3 spots, we're gonna park it right in the middle, take up like 2 pumps, put in the wrong kind of gasoline, spray it all over the ground, throw our trash next to the trash can, throw our gum on the ground, smoke a cigarette while we're pumping our gas. Sure, the music's up too. The car, it's on. The vehicle, the train is on. We didn't even turn it off. We're pumping the wrong kind of gas. We're smoking a cigarette, a cigar. We're smoking a cigar while we pump our gas. Somebody's throwing all the trash at the trash can and missing. Pouring their drinks on the ground. Nice sticky Mountain Dew or something. Baja Blast. Just dumping it all over the ground because, you know, we don't want that in our car. a couple old 3-day-old Baja Blast. We're just gonna dump it all over the parking lot so it's sticky. Spit our gum out on the ground so people step on it. Smoke a cigar while we pump the wrong kind of gas while our music's way up and the car's on still. You know the drill. Taking up 2 whole gas pumps at the same time, maybe 4. We are the parking lot DJ of the gas station, and nobody's allowed to get annoyed with us. We are entitled and selfish, and we are not. We don't realize other people exist. We're the main character, and if they have a problem with it, you know, it's too bad, because we're gonna pop a willy, and they better look at it. Better see how cool we are for popping that willy. We're gonna say, look what I can do, and throw our leg up in the air as we walk in. We're having a problem with the gas pump. We're yelling at the attendant. You're supposed to prepay, you idiot. We're trying to pump it without paying. Yelling at the attendant like he's an idiot. Trying to get ice cream. There's 50 people in line, and we want ice cream. Make sure to make the worker walk all the way over there to get the ice cream. There's 5,000 people in line, but we want like 45 ice creams that he's got to hand make halfway over on the other side of the store. Is that, you know, we don't recognize, we don't see that there's 5,000 people behind us in line, because we're the only people in the world that exist. So we want ice creams for everybody in our whole household. We're going to juggle them as we walk out. And we don't care that all these people behind us be waiting. Who cares? I mean, let's go with my money and buy it. I'm going to buy it and lick it. I'm going to lick it seductively at you. Once I get it, I'm going to make sure to lick it around, lick it good, like I know how to lick it. Right in your face. Oh, you're waiting? Oh, boo-hoo. Let me lick it in your face. Let's make the only worker in the whole place. When there's 12 people in line, let's get 45 ice creams so they can walk across the whole place and hand make them for us. So it takes 10 minutes. And everybody that's in line just leaves, and now you cost that guy more money than you... I'm paying for it, though! He's making... I'm buying it with my money. I'm the only one that matters. I'm selfish. I'm entitled. I don't care there's 12 people in line. I'm getting the ice cream right now. And I'm going to cost him when 6 people leave and go to a different gas station. But I'm paying for it. It's good money. You're making good money off these ice creams. What about the 6 people that just left out of the line because you're making it take forever? How about that? He just lost a bunch of money off of that, so he probably didn't make any money off you. Now he just has to look at you seductively licking ice cream in his face. That's not very cool. I mean, he's going to go throw up afterwards and lose the key to the bathroom. And then somebody comes in and needs the bathroom key, and he says, I don't have it. And then they think they're just saying that because he doesn't want anybody in his bathroom, and then he gets robbed and beat up, and it's all your fault for getting ice cream. What do you think about that? You just cost him a bunch of money, got him beat up and robbed because you wanted 45 ice creams when there's 12 people in line. You made him walk across the whole store to hand make you 45 ice creams when there's 12 people standing behind you in line, holding cold brewskis. They're like burning their skin. They're getting, you know, whatever it's called. Freezer burn. Burning their skin off with ice cold brewskis. You're taking forever up there. And then you gotta get lottery tickets, of course, scratchers. Oh yeah, you got my 45 ice creams now. I want 13 different scratchers. I want number 2 and number 42 and number 13. And let me see. Which one do you recommend? Which one? What do you think? Which one do you recommend over here? Which one should I get? The Monopoly guy or Bingo? Which one do you think, guy? Ask like the 7th person in line. Which one do you think I should get? I think you should hurry that up and get the hell out of here is what I think. I'm holding these ice cold brewskis burning my skin off. Can't put them down nowhere because there's 30 people in front of me. Just waiting on you for all your ice cream, stupid scratchers and shit. Now you're scratching them up there, winning and turning them back in. Why do you think you're the only one in the world and you're allowed to stay up there forever? It's like, my turn, though. It's my turn. It's my turn, though. I pay good money. It's my turn. Pay good money. My turn at the water fountain. Don't know cutsies. It's kindergarten, don't you know? My turn up here. I'm paying good money. And you know what? When 10 out of the 12 people leave out of the line, yeah, you pay good money, but you just cost them money, so... You know, you're a loss in the long run. Just wasted all of his time. Wasted everybody else's time. Now they gotta go somewhere else. Way to go, Becky. Way to go, Earl. Earl and Becky up there. They're 42 kids wearing a diaper and nothing else. Running all over the store, eating all the candy. Drinking their pop before they even buy it. Open their chips, ask the 32nd person in line if they'd like a chip from a bag of chips they haven't even bought yet. Talking about how they used to make this and that in jail. When they were in jail, they used to make this or that. With these Cheetos right here, this Cheetos right here, used to crush them up, make them in jail. You know that? Telling the 13th person in line about it. While they're standing up there getting their scratchers and their ice cream, telling everybody about how they used to crush up Cheetos and make jail food. You know, the guy in the middle like, "Are you gonna pay?" "Well, hold on a minute. I'm gonna tell this guy about how I made jail food with my Cheetos, crushing them up. Hold on. Used to use this right here, crush it up, make jail food. Don't you know, I'm really cool because I went to jail. I gotta tell everybody. Say it real loud so everybody in line can hear me. Look what I can do, Pop Willie. Woohoo! Shoot my leg up. Frostbite, that's what it is. A Zoolander style gasoline fight. Yeah, just spraying it at each other. Is that what he did? I've only seen Zoolander a couple of times. That's a good one though. I like that movie. When it first came out, I was like, I don't know. But then once you watch it, you're like, it's cool, it's cool. I like it. It's kind of like, what's the one with Adam Sandler? The Zohan or something. When you first see it, you're like, I don't know, bro. Am I gonna like this? Like, it kind of looks silly. I don't know. And then you watch it and you're like, oh, it's actually kind of cool. I like it. DC's here. How's it going, man? Wake me up before you go. I better not sing too much. I'll get copyright because I sound just like it. Can't tell them apart. Don't know. Could be doing a concert. Up there dancing, doing the moonwalk. Let's see. Woo. Doing some Journey right now. Singing some Journey. I don't even know no Journey songs, though. Alright, who has the most HP? This orc right here. Shoot him. Alright, let's take our extra turn. Ruby weapon. Horn breaker. You would not want to see this guy. I mean, look at him. He's trying to break that horn off right now. What if he did that to you? He's like, this is how I do it right here. He's breaking the top of his sword off. He's going to do that to you one day. He's going to break your horn. Your southern horn. He's showing you how he would do it. He's going to break your southern horn off like this. He's the horn breaker. You think you're horny, well, he's the horn breaker. Anytime anybody's horny, he comes around, he breaks it off. Southern horn. It's like it's a horror movie. The horn breaker's the star of a horror movie where he rips your southern horn off when you get horny. Yeah, frostbite, what'd I call it? Everybody in line's getting frostbite because you're up there taking forever. The ice creams are $3 a piece though, and the scratchers, you're buying the $2 ones. You're getting fancy instead of buying the $1 ones. Buying the $2 ones, getting fancy, and keep winning $2. So you gotta keep getting them again. Your ice cream melted. You need a new one while you're scratching your scratcher. Ask somebody for a penny so you can scratch it. You ask the 17th person in line if they got a penny so you can scratch it. Hey, buddy, I know you're waiting in line getting frostbite from your brewskis, and I need to hurry up, but instead, how about you give me a penny, and I can scratch this one off, and then as soon as I scratch it, I'll be out of your hair, and then you scratch it, he gets $2, gets another one. Oh, sorry, bud. Here's your penny back. Can I borrow it again, so I can scratch this another one off? So I just won $2, gonna get another one. Then I'll win. Then I want a free ticket on this one, so I can get another one. Then I'll win $1. Anybody got $1 so I can get another one? I only won $1 this time. I can't get another one, so I'm gonna beg everybody until I get $1, and then I'll buy another one. Mrs. Senny said there was this guy. There's this bum, and he was asking everybody for a ride at her work. And this guy is notorious. Like, everybody knows him. He walks around and he just asks everybody for rides and money and stuff. It's pretty easy to not... No, he's like, you don't want to give him money. And he's using it for something bad. Like, I'm just telling you. You're not really helping him if you give him money. So he used to live in my old neighborhood, and we know exactly what he's doing with that money. And, yeah, you probably shouldn't give it to him. But it's funny because he went into a restaurant, and he was walking up to every table and saying, hey, can you give me a ride? And if they didn't say yes, he would say, fuck you then. So then he'd walk up to the very next table. Can you give me a ride? They'd say, oh, you know, I can't. Fuck you then. That's what this bum would say. And then the owner of the restaurant said, you need to leave, sir. And he said, well, fuck you too. So that's not like the way to, it's not like the strat, right? Is that the strat these days? As if you're on the side of the road trying to get money or a ride or something, you just say F you if they don't give it to you. Like every other prospective customer, every other person that might give you a ride is probably overhearing this, right? So I don't think that's the real strat. Because if you go up to the first person and they say no, and you just say, well, fuck you then. Like, every other person is now not going to give you a ride. So you should be really nice instead. I think that would be the strategy. But this guy, he just took the complete opposite strategy, where if you didn't give him the ride, he would just tell you to F yourself. So I totally avoid that dude, because he's annoying. Most times it's like, do you have any spare change? No, I got a card. You know, I don't carry cash around. So it's pretty easy to say no. Sometimes I'll ask for a ride or something. It's like, I got my daughter, and you're a complete stranger, and no. Sorry. I'm not going to give a complete stranger a ride when I have my daughter with me. I don't want to get into a wrestling match with a weirdo in the middle of the day. And who knows what you got on you, too? You know, I know you feel like you're doing a favor to somebody, like some old lady gives them a ride or something. Guess what? Whoop, whoop. She gets pulled over. He throws all of his drugs in her back seat. Now she's going to prison for the rest of her life. That's what you get for being a good Samaritan. Give him a ride. Go for it. When you get pulled over and he throws all of his stuff in the back of your car, you're the one going, not him. He'd be like, I didn't even know. I was just trying to help her with the groceries. She's in here smoking methamphetamines. It's all hers. I saw her. She had the pipe. I was watching her. She asked me if I wanted some. I said, no way, Jose. I was just looking for a ride. This old lady was smoking meth. That's what would happen, I swear. You get pulled over, guess what? Now you got dirks in your car, you're going to prison for giving a guy a ride. Lance with the 5. Hope you guys managed to check out before your fingers get frostbit from your brewskis. Yeah. Well, what you gotta do... So I totally ignore them. Because they're obviously... For some reason, these people... DC with the 10 out here road watching and lurking. Howdy at Cynical and all you Center Choir members and fellow lurkers too. Glad to be with you all. Lick that like button. Let's go. Yeah. We're the ones in the front of the line, making sure everybody else can't check out, though. We're making sure they can't. We're blocking them in. We're going to make it so like the whole store gets shut down because there's too many people in there, and the fire department comes. A dang water gun truck that nobody gets out of the way. It's my turn! No! Water gun truck. I'm gonna drive this slow no matter what. It's my turn. If I'm driving safe, it's a speed limit, not a speed target. You hear me, buddy? I was here first, driving first. I was out here in the road. I've been out here all morning because it takes me 45 minutes to get somewhere that's 5 minutes away. So I wake up extra early so I can drive really slow. And then everybody that gets behind me is too bad. So sad. Early bird gets the worm, all that stuff. You have to stay behind me at all costs, even if there's multiple lanes where you can pass me. I don't care. I'm going to race you. I'm going to race you because I was here first. That's why. You got to stay behind me. Only control I got left in my entire life is making you stay behind me in your car while I drive way slow. So when you try to go around me, guess what? Turning into Dale Earnhardt, and I'm going to speed up all of a sudden. I've been going 30 and a 45 for the last 45 minutes, but guess what? When you try to pass me up, I'm going to go 85 miles an hour. Make sure you can't pass me up. And then as soon as you fly off the road, do a barrel roll, burst into flames, I'm going to go back to going 30 and a 45 right away. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to continue going 85. I'm only going to do that, make sure you don't get in front of me. That way I can make sure I stay in front of you to make sure you go really slow. Because that's just what I'm here for. It's what I exist for. I'm like an NPC out here on the road. And my whole programming tells me to go real slow and make sure everybody has to stay behind me and go real slow too. Because that's all. It's the only thing I got left. So when you try to go around me, guess what? I'm gonna race you. And I've been working my whole life to make sure I got a Mercedes Benz or a Tesla so I can make sure I can beat you. But I'm gonna go like 30 miles an hour in a 45 after that. Even now that you flipped into the woods and caught on fire, did a barrel roll and crashed your car because I made sure to speed up so you couldn't pass me. Well, I'm gonna go back to going slow now. You can't. And then that dang water gun truck always trying to get around me. No way, Jose. I was here first. I woke up 45 minutes early to go 5 minutes away, and I've been out here first. I was here first. It's kindergarten. We're in the water, freaking water fountain line. So no cutsies out here on the roadway. No cutsies. So I was here first. You gotta stay behind me and go slow, water gun truck with the lights on it. Screw you, buddy. I don't care. Why are you honking at me? You're so rude. What do you got? You in a hurry or something? What's wrong with you? Woo, 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 honk, honk. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Me too. Honk, honk, woo, woo. Twirl my finger out the window. I don't care. I was here first, dummy. You're gonna go slow, idiot. You try to pass me in them lights on with that water gun on the side of it. Big red truck, stupid truck, I'm gonna race you. And you can't pass me, and you're gonna stay behind me. I don't care if everybody burns up. Don't matter to me. I was here first, dummy. I ain't looking around at nobody. You stay behind me. I was here first. I'm gonna go 30 miles an hour, 45. You're gonna like it. You're gonna stay behind me. Okay? I'm gonna drive all the way to the fire with you and make you go slow the whole time. Because I want to see that whole house burned to the ground. The only control I got left in the world to make you stay behind me. And I don't care if there's 2 lanes. I'll race you in my Mercedes or my Tesla. Make sure you can't pass me. And then the water gun truck will do flip into the woods and catch on fire. And then another water gun truck's going to have to come. Guess what? Ha, ha, ha. Don't care. They swerve in front of me, too. Right? So there's 2 lanes. We're going left at the light. And one lane... I don't even know if it is ending or not, but they'll swerve into my lane to make sure I can't. They're like literally, you know how like in racing, like NASCAR, where you're like one person's drafting behind the other person, then they try to like whip around them. Well, it wasn't like that. It was more like a police chase, you know, where the policeman's trying to like do the Heimlich maneuver. The policeman's trying to do the Heimlich maneuver and get on the side and like hit their side. Well, they get in front of them, right? So they can't do that. Well, the person who's in the left lane going really slow, they'll make sure to like drive down the middle of the road in both lanes. That way they think I'm not going to be able to pass them, but I'll just go in the shoulder and go all the way around them. I don't care. So weird. Like, there's people around here. It's not everywhere. It's just the weirdos. There's something wrong with them that live where I live. They're doing it on purpose, because why else would they drive in both lanes, swerve over into my lane with no blinker just to make sure I can't go around them? For no reason. Just so they can keep going slow and keep me behind them. So strange. They were there first at the light, you know? Makes me... I still just sling around them on the shoulder, though. Give them the finger. I'll drive in the grass if I have to. Yeah, they're brutal, bro. I don't know what's wrong with them. I went into the store yesterday. That's where I got it from. There's people don't care. They'll see a whole line. The whole line was down the middle of the gas station through the whole aisle. You know how sometimes the line is so long that it's like going up the aisle where people are trying to look at like chips and candy bars and stuff, like, but the line is so long that it's like wrapping around through the aisles and stuff. Well, that's how long it was. And this lady with like 4 children's in diapers was getting like 7 ice creams. I only got the ice cream one time, and it was because nobody else was in there. And I still felt like I was making the worker walk all the way over there, you know, for a $3 ice cream. It's like my daughter begged for it, so I did it, type of thing. I would feel bad if there was a whole line of people going down. I'd be like, next time, sorry, we'll get it next time, honey. You know, there was a huge line in there. I didn't want to hold everybody up by making the worker walk all the way across the whole place to make your one ice cream. Get it next time, you know? Not around here. They're the only ones in the world, so I do it anyway. He had a taco truck, and he had a breakfast taco truck and a lunch taco truck. And I didn't know that the one was a breakfast taco truck. I thought it was just another taco truck. And I was like, why do you have 2 taco trucks? He's like, that one's breakfast. I'm like, oh. I didn't know that. I never go to the taco truck. But I see you have 2 of them, and they look the same to me. But I guess one is for breakfast and one is for lunch. I lost a troop. That means I lost some miles here, but times it is what it is. Maybe I should switch my team. When you're this deep, it's kind of like just get points. Like, I don't really... It's not that big of a deal. If it's that big of a deal to you, maybe switch your team. But for me, it's like, yeah, whatever. I didn't lose that many points, and not that big of a deal. So, is there anything I could do to switch the team around a little bit? I don't think so. I don't think I want to, unless I, like, change my whole team. If that keeps happening, like, a bunch of times in a row, and, like, I don't know. If it's Sunday and we're close, and for now, I'm just gonna keep going like this. I think it would take more time to switch my team than it would matter for the amount of miles. We'll just try. We note it. We'll put it in the back of our head that we did lose a troop on that fight, and we'll try to do better this time. Got a skull hit. Okay, okay. I just headbutted them with my head. I just headbutted them with my fist. Did the Heimlich maneuver as a police officer to spin them out. Okay, let's do this. One time somebody was choking and I did the pit maneuver on them. Let's take skulls, why not, right? Okay, we got Ketris. Let's shoot the Bow Raven, unless we have an extra turn somewhere. Okay. Hornbreaker. Gonna break your southern horn. Pit maneuver. I'm now imagining them trying to save Cindy from choking with their car. I'm running and I'm choking at the same time, and then they knock you over and it flies out. It's like the centrifugal force from doing the spin maneuver while you're running that makes the debris fly out of your throat. Then when the cops are chasing somebody, they do the Heimlich maneuver, right? That's when they wrap the chain around their tire and they squeeze it, and then it stops their momentum and they get caught by the chain thing. It's called the Heimlich maneuver. They give them a hug and squeeze them. It's like a bear hug, like Andre the Giant does. So one cop's driving. And you know how they pull up on the side to do the maneuver? Right? They can't do it from behind or anything. They pull up on the side. You need 2 cops. So one guy, they pull up on the side, and then the cop in the passenger seat jumps out the window into the other guy's window and then gives him a hug. And it's called the Heimlich maneuver. And then it's like Andre the Giant, like bear hug type of thing. And that stops their car. Because they pass out and then they push the brake or something. I don't know. I didn't make it up. I didn't invent it. It's just explaining how it works. Policemen do the Heimlich maneuvers. They gotta pull up on the side and they gotta jump out of the window and hug the other guy into submission. That's how they do it. Who has the most HP? You? Alright, now you're dead. You have no HP. You're dead too. And you're close. What's her name? Toozy? Forget her name. Toozy! I got it. It's Toozy. Looks like she's about to go do gymnastics or something. Like a gymnastics outfit on. She's gonna go on the balance beam and do a pose. I don't know. She's got bunny ears too. She's gonna hop up on the balance beam and she's gonna get on the saddle horse and fling her legs around. Looks like she's wearing a gymnastic outfit or something. She's about to do some cartwheels, a gainer. Get on the saddle horse and fling her legs around, you know. Whatever they call it. When they fling their legs around the horse. Looks like she's about to do that. Like, watch as I fling my legs around the saddle horse. Jets is here. Gorgon, Rage Reaver, Ketris, and Pathfinder with Shaman class. No storms at about 18,500 miles, and I've lost miles only once. Gorgon, Rage Weaver, Ketris, and Pathfinder. Dun, 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 dun. I got Ruby Weapon, Hornbreaker, Ketris, and Soothsayer. That's mine. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. Bring your pogs. We'll play. Bring your slammer, I'll bring my slammer. We'll play pogs. Kind of like when the Destruction Derby with the Hot Wheels. Except for I made that up for pogs. So I invented pogs. I invented slammers and pogs because I made up Destruction Derby with Hot Wheels. Same thing. They just copied me. Some guy was watching while I played Destruction Derby, and they thought about pogs. They stack them up and slam them on them instead of piling them up and just crashing them in. Same thing, you can see. I should sue them for that. They don't have any money nowadays, though, because nobody plays pogs. Who had pogs? Anybody? Slammers? Slammers were like the heavy ones, and then the pogs were like the cardboard, right? I never really played, but I collect. I like had a couple. I had a couple, bruh. Had a couple of them. My friends had them, and then I was like, "What? This is dumb." Then I bought some anyway. Then I never played. It's kind of cool. It's like, I feel like if I was gonna, I'd rather play like Magic the Gathering or something like that instead of that. But I guess it's two different things. If you're gonna collect something, you should go all in. So if I'm already doing that, I can't do that too. I don't have much money. I'm just a paper boy throwing papers. They don't even bring them to you in the thing. You gotta do it yourself. They just bring you a big stack. Then you gotta roll them all up and put them in the thing. It's not even a thing no more, just like Pogs, because I'm old. I need to do my paper route, my newspaper route, to buy my Pogs. Okay? It's like the most 1990 thing I've ever said. Who else here is doing a paper route, newspaper route, so they can go buy some Pogs and Slammers? Is it just me? They bring you a stack of papers, like a thief. They're like a ninja. They just appear out of nowhere. You don't even know where they come from. I never even saw them bring them. They must have did it at like 3 in the morning because I never saw them one time. They were like a ninja sneaking around, like Tenchu Stealth Assassin, Hitman, all in one. They would parachute in from the sky like a helicopter, and they would land on my roof like Santa Claus. And they would sneak down like Hitman Tenchu, and they would hide and crouch up there like an Asian squat with their big old batch of newspapers, and then they would slide down the gutter and throw them in there and then do a smoke bomb and cartwheel away. And I'd never see them one time. I wake up, they're just always just there. Like, where did these come from? When they do that? I thought I heard a helicopter last night. Somebody land on the roof. I thought I was dreaming. A little foggy out here, smoky. And I have to be the one that burritos them up, put them in the wrapper. And I gotta load them up in my bag. And then I gotta have a list of like who gets them. You gotta have the list. Can't just throw them at every house. You don't have enough to do that. You gotta throw them only to the people that paid for them. It'd be much easier if you just threw them at every house. Like machine gun them. Throw them on their roof. Throw them on the... I throw them on their roof sometimes. You gotta make sure get it right on their porch. Eventually I was like, screw this. Throw it in the bush. Throw it on the roof. Sometimes it goes on the roof on accident. Like I'm throwing it to the porch, but like the wind catches it and it lands in their gutter. I'm like, ah, crap. You just run away. So you can either ride your bike. So you can have you know, like Paperboy the video game on NES. You can ride your bike. You can do that. But the problem with that is you can only bring so many when you're on your bicycle. Okay? You can only bring so many, so you probably don't have enough for your whole route. They never tell you that part. They don't tell you that part in the video game when you run out of papers and have to go back home and get more papers. And you're halfway done with your route. Now you gotta go all the way home and get more, and then come all the way back out and then and keep going. They don't tell you that part where you run out and you have to go back home and get more. So eventually, you convince somebody to drive you around, like in a van or something. You put all of them in there. You like give them some of the money or something if you have to, even though you're only getting like $8. Give them like $2 or something to drive you around. So much easier. Just leave the van door open on the side and just have a bunch of them and you just like throw them out. Get done in like 15 minutes instead of 45 minutes. Worst part is you have to go get your own money. They don't tell you about that. This is my first job ever, and I didn't know all the intricacies of it. I didn't know that they would deliver a big stack like a thief in the night. I didn't know I had to roll them and put them in there. I didn't know I couldn't just throw them at every house. I didn't know that halfway through I'd have to go back home and get some more. I didn't know I had to collect the money, and if they didn't give me the money, then I didn't get paid. And most people just don't answer their door. So you did all that work for nothing sometimes? Or like very little? Back in the day, they made you go door to door to collect the money instead of like doing it some other way. They had that. It was all on the Paperboy to get the money. It's all on like a 10-year-old boy to make sure to get all the money. That's why the paper, you know, that's why everything, that's why they don't have newspapers anymore, because they were relying on like a 10-year-old boy to collect the money for them. It wasn't because of the internet or nothing. It was because of that. The way that they collected the money for them. Then they would just let people get away with it and not pay, too. They're just giving them out. You just sign up, and then you let them throw them at your house, and then you just never pay. That's what you do. That used to be the strat. You get some free papers for sure. They might stop throwing them one day, but you'd probably get some free ones, definitely. It's like when you ordered like 57 CDs for 1 cent. Get Bon Jovi and all that. Michael Jackson and Bon Jovi. White Snake. Get all the CDs for 1 penny. Gotta join that cult. Join the CD cult, you get all the CDs for 1 penny. Used to collect Magic the Gathering cards? Nice. Koala, hey, how's it going? You finally caught a stream. I'm still as crazy as ever, I guess. You thought this Paperboy conversation was your childhood job? It was. You get 57 CDs for 1 cent. Now they want 57 cents for 1 CD? I know. Bullcrap, man. Back in the day, though. You should go back in time. That's what I would do. If I could have a genie lamp, let's wrap it all the way back around to Dow and like what you would do if you had a genie lamp. I would rub the genie lamp, the genie would come out, and I would wish to go back in time and buy 57 CDs for 1 cent. And then I would sell them for 57 cents for 1 CD. Right? And I'd make like $25 or something. And that's what I'd wish for the genie. And I'd wish that they would change the pit maneuver to the Heimlich maneuver and the Heimlich maneuver to the pit maneuver. And that's what I'd wish on the genie. Alright, what do we got? Very good stream today, so I guess, what do you guys want to see? Anything? What do you want me to talk about? What else do I need to do? I need to do some faction. Did all my journey, like all my sigils are gone. They're gone, I don't know where they went. They disappeared. They disappeared. See where I'm at here. Ooh, 11th. I like that. So close to 10th. Freak Power. I like that name. That's cool. Alright. So I guess faction would be the other thing that anybody might be interested in, I guess. This was me showing my teams yesterday, like the video. So I had to like run through and record and then do the audio. What is the fastest thing you could be doing? Chrysanthrax, of course, like always. Zarg. Boot, Scoot, and Boogie Pile. It's like he's pooping out dynamite. Maybe, no, those are newspapers. He's rolling up newspapers. He's a paper boy. Got a bomb in his hand. It's lit. How'd he light it? Where's his lighter at? I guess, does he have a cigarette in his mouth? What is that? I think he does, bro. Maybe he lit it with this cigarette. They're trying to like blend it in there, but I think he's smoking. Zarg Boompile smoking something. Looks like a pipe. Looks like he's booted up on a pipe. He's got something in his mouth right there. What is that? Like a pipe or something. Not talking about his tongue. It's like hanging out the side of his mouth. It's like green cylinder. His tongue's there, obviously. His mouth's open, but look like the side of his mouth is hanging out the side. He's got him a pipe or something. He probably lit the bomb with the meth pipe hanging out the side of his mouth. I don't know. Got some cool boots, though. Pooping out newspapers. And we need, the Miraji. Drive the boat. Drive the boat. I want to drive the boat. Wasn't that a thing a while ago? How can you drive this boat with a big hole in the front of it? Like, if any water goes in there, then the boat's going to sink. Like a big hole with... It looks like a mouth, but it... Wouldn't, like, water just go in that hole and sink the boat? It's like the Titanic ran into an iceberg and then came back from the dead. There's a big hole in the front of it. If a wave hits that, it's going down. It's going under. Oh, a bunch of water is going to go in there. Now its buoyancy is screwed up. It's got like stinky green. Maybe they're farting on it. That's a cigar, yeah. What's in it, though? Back in the day, you won a $10 gift card to McDonald's for making second place in the egg drop thing at school. Fed my whole family that night. Can't do that no more. Nope. You can maybe feed half your family with that $4 thing. That's what we do. You get the $4 thing. You go, you get like a double cheeseburger, then you get like either nuggets or fries or a McChicken for $1, and you get it for $4. But that won't fill you up for real, though. That'd probably feed one person nowadays. You're right, you right. Alright, let's do some of this, I guess. Ooh, we can do that last epic trial fight, if you guys want. Viewer's choice. Let me accomplish this layer, and then we'll go whatever you guys want to do. Sometimes this headset starts to hurt my head. I've had like a weird like little headache the last few days. Just a little tiny one. I don't know. I think the weather's changing, right? I have like sinuses and allergies and all that crap. Not too bad, but just enough to notice. The weather's changing, so... Which I like. I like when it gets a little cooler out. I don't want it to be hot. I think my, like, sinus... like, give me a little headache or something, because my nose is a little more stuffy or something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Not a doctor, dude. Just a little headache. Epic trial fight, you want to do it? Let's go. You've heard that a penguin in Antarctica will just walk up to you because they're the only two-legged creature in the environment, and so humans confuse them and want to be friends. And what if you're wearing like a tuxedo? And they'd really walk up to you. Do you know that people that think the Earth is flat? Which I don't know, maybe it is. They think it's an I didn't know this till the other day when I heard one of them explaining it. They think it's like a what's it called? The thing you shake and the snow comes down, like a snow globe? They think the world is like a snow globe, like Earth is like a snow globe. I always thought they just thought it was flat like the map or something. They think it's like a snow globe. Like it's flat, but there's like a dome around us. And that there's a bunch of them. Like we're just like sitting on somebody's shelf somewhere. We're like in a snow globe. Somebody's shelf, we're one of the snow globes sitting on somebody's shelf, and there's like other snow globes. You know that's what the people think that say that the Earth is flat. They think it's like a snow globe. Or it's flat, but you can't go past the globe part. So if you go to Antarctica, you're not allowed to go further. And if you meet a penguin and you're wearing a tuxedo, that's it, buddy. The penguin will tell you to stop. You're not allowed to go further because this is the end. You'll get to the glass, and then you'll be licking the glass, making fart noises with your face. Then the other people in the other snow globe will see you, and they'll get jealous. And then it'll start World War III. Because you're drawing wieners on the side of the glass and making fart noises with your face, blowing up your face on the glass and licking it. And they get jealous because they're not allowed to do that. And then you start making fart noises with your armpit. And that's a new invention, and it just destroys their whole world because then everybody's just doing that all day. In their snow globe, they never thought to make fart noises with their armpit until you showed them. That's why it's dangerous. You're not allowed to go to the Antarctica. Can't go to the end of the Earth where the snow globe is, because other people see you doing stuff, then just their whole world goes crazy, because then they don't know what to do with themselves. See another person blowing their cheeks up on the glass. Stella and Takshaka, let's go. That's a good one. Want to go to Antarctica? Let's go. Tuxedos, and then we'll see the snow globes. The Simpson movie? I don't know. They think it... I assume it's a globe and like it's circle and you can go from one end of the Earth to the other, and they're not lying to everybody, and like all the pictures from space aren't fake and all that. I assume that. But I don't know. I've never seen it with my own eyeballs. You know, if you don't see it with your own eyeballs, there's no way it exists for real. Like, what have I not seen with my own eyeballs? You know, I've never seen a pirate, so I bet you pirates never existed. And I've never seen a Viking, so they probably never existed either. I never saw JFK Jr. He probably doesn't exist. And I've never seen... I haven't seen any chipmunks lately, so I bet you they don't exist. Because I've never seen them. So I never see them ever, so they're never around for me to see. The chipmunks, so they probably don't exist. I haven't seen a chipmunk in like a long time. So I think they're fake. I don't see them with my own eyeballs. So it's like when a baby, the mother goes away, then they think their mommy's gone forever until the mother comes back. It's kind of like that. Like if you think the Earth's flat and like it's a snow globe, then you're still a baby that when your mother goes away, that you think she doesn't exist anymore until she comes back. Because you can't see it with your own eyeballs, so it don't exist. So, you know, I've seen a cheetah. I was going to say cheetah, but I've seen a cheetah. I saw a cheetah at the zoo. So I guess cheetahs exist. And I saw an elephant and a giraffe, so those do exist. Because I've seen them with my own eyeballs. I saw a zebra one time too. So I think zebras exist. Because I saw one. With my own eyeballs. I wonder if Call of Duty exists, because I never played it. I don't know. I don't think it exists, because I never played it before, so it probably doesn't exist. I hear all this talk, all this chitty chat about Call of Duty, but I've never played it with my own eyeballs, so it doesn't exist. You know that? Alright, trials. Alright, we got Gorgon, Soothsayer, Sunweaver, and Queen Moonclaw. This is the hardest fight in the world. And nobody's ever beat it except for me. Bullzerker, I'm not very scared of him. He only has one arm. And looks like he's taking a poop. This face like that. I like his facial hair, though. How come he braided the one, but he didn't braid the other one? He just like the little ponytail on the side of his beard. A beard pony. Why'd he do that? How'd he pierce his horn with... How'd he pierce his horn with that, like that? How'd he do that? Is that even possible? He's like pierced his bones. He's tough, bro. He's only got 3 fingers. 3 fingers and 1 arm, and he pierced his horn with earrings instead of his ears because he's stupid. So I wouldn't be too scared of him. Midge-Swarm. Got a bee flying through the air. Why are its wings are so small? How can it carry that giant body? Their wings are... Look how small those wings are compared to that giant body. You think that would actually carry that? I don't know. What's going on there? The back legs are real tiny. The front ones are big. Just a wing. I don't know. Looks like the wings wouldn't be able to carry it. Skeleros. Don't really have much to say about him. Looks like he needs to eat a little bit. He's kind of skinny. You can see his spine. He's got no crotch. That'd be a sad, sad life. You know? Look, his hand is like burnt up because he used his crotch so much that he burned his crotch away with his hand. He's doing that too much. He got too excited. Same here. Look at him. He's just really he's throwing one at you right now. Threw it at you. Squirting it at you right there. I don't know. Anyways, any of those, like, I'm not scared of him. This one's the one I'd be scared of, because if it casts and it puts a bunch of skulls on the board, that could be a problem. But we can't, I don't think we have any way to target it for real, unless we move them around, maybe. Mitch Swarm, eh. Alright, let's try it. Dude, you've never seen me. Yeah, I might not exist. My face is right there, and you can hear my voice, though, so. But yeah, you're right. I guess if you've never seen me in person, then I might not exist. It's true. Maybe none of y'all exist, and I'm just talking to myself. That'd be really weird. Imagine if that was true, and I'm just sitting here right now just talking to myself. I'm looking at a TV and a laptop, and I'm just talking to myself. Playing, like, I could be playing Gems of War, and, like, getting it done and just playing, but instead I'm just sitting here and just talking to myself, holding a controller. That'd be so dumb. Alright, we got Soothsayer. So, we got Soothsayer. Soothsayer will destroy a row and a column. You have to choose a purple gem, and it will destroy the column and the row of that purple gem. So one thing you can look for is maybe if you destroy, like right here, you can get some blue. And you want to at least do that. You don't just pick a random, like, just pick purple, bang, boom, bang. I'm lazy. How about do it right here so you can get a blue match and a yellow match. So I'm going to do it right here. And then, should I do this one or should I do this one? Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Let's just do this one. It's a little bit further in. Watch as we get a blue and a yellow. Now we have Sunweaver. Sunweaver is the key to victory. You want to keep casting it on Gorgon over and over and over. Let's go ahead and start doing that right now, unless our Soothsayer has some crazy amazing move that it can do. If it has a crazy amazing extra turn move, then I'll cast it. But if it does not, then I will just go ahead and start casting that Sunweaver. So let's do that. Let's cast Sunweaver. We could get some green, but, you know, I'm going to do this right now. Right here. Boom on Gorgon. Gorgon is up. Gorgon explodes a row. Same thing as, this is just vital information because Epic Trials can get very hard. So you gotta utilize every advantage that you can. So when you explode a row, maybe you look for something to do here. You don't just blow up any row. You might want to, okay, there's 2 purple here, but there's no purple down lower. There's 2 blue here, but no blue down lower. There's 2 yellow here, but no yellow down lower. So I don't really see anything with Gorgon right now. I could look at Soothsayer, though. Maybe there's something with that. You know, look at all the purples, and mostly look at your row. Is there any, like, matches I could do with the Soothsayer as I cast it? I don't really see any, so I guess I'll just use Gorgon, and then the next thing would be, let's get rid of some skulls for now, till we build up our Gorgon a little bit more. Let's get rid of as many skulls as we can with the Gorgon cast. So I'm going to go like right here so I can get rid of 4 skulls. Or no, it's only 3. Okay, this would be 3, this would be... But anyway, it's a Doom Skull. Let's do this right here. Nice, got an extra turn. Now I got skulls. I almost always take skulls during Epic Trials because I don't want to get hit by them. And also I have 202 attack, which is pretty good. And I'm going to get brown too for the Gorgon, so this looks like a good move. Alright, we have this, but I'm not going to cast it until Gorgon has like either a bunch of attack or Gorgon is dead. So I'm just going to hold that. I'm not going to cast it. I'm going to hold it like I need to go pee. Alright, we could cast Soothsayer here. Let's do Sunweaver. Anytime we have it, I think we cast it. And we cast it on Gorgon. Especially when he's missing mana. Alright, now we have just this. So, could get some green. We don't need it right now. See right here, if I choose this row of purple, get the green. Advanced strats. But, you know, the green would go back to... But then they would get a yellow extra turn, right? If I get rid of this, then this will fall down and they'll have a yellow extra turn. So if I do that... I might just match the yellow. Sure. Alright, now let's look again. Is there any maneuvers we can do to utilize the Soothsayer in an intelligent way? I don't really see anything. It would be a match that you could do, but instead you would do it with Soothsayer instead of just matching it type of stuff normally. And I don't see any of that. So I'm gonna take yellow again. Blue and yellow. Get up the Sunweaver. Mana surge. Ooh, they got skulls. Alright, let's go with the Sunweaver. We got it. We cast it. Let's do it. Keep building up our Gorgon. Okay, we have Gorgon. Is there any place for him? We got 2 green here, but nothing down lower. We got 2 brown here, but it's not far enough away. We got 2 purple here. So if you want to beat this, you got to do that. We got red. Look, we can get Gorgon. We can destroy 3 skulls and get a red match for Gorgon. So it looks like right about here. Ooh, and we got free skulls twice. Almost got their first slot dead. And we got Sunweaver, so if we got it, flaunt it. Shake your butt. And we got Gorgon again. Do we have any maneuvers we can do with the Gorgon? Yellow, no. Brown, no. Yellow, no. Green, no. Yellow, no. I don't see anything, but we could hit this Doomskull. It'd be okay. Is there any Soothsayer business that we could do? Looking real quick. Don't see it off top, so let's do this. Ooh, nice. See, I keep making the right maneuvers. Alright, we got Sunweaver. Just do it. Just do it. Bang, boom. Got Gorgon again. Do we have any Gorgons? Gorgonzola maneuvers? Could it go right here and get green? We don't need green right now, though, right? I don't see anything for real, so... Sunweaver is not up. Soothsayer, can we do anything with Soothsayer? That'd be the next thing. I want to make sure I win here, y'all. I'm playing this like Guild Wars. Alright, we could get brown right here, but that would just get back up Soothsayer, but that's fine, I guess. We get a little bit of stats, too. Might get an extra turn. Now it's still our turn, so that was free. Now we get yellow. Boom. Nice. So that was a good maneuver. And now let's look for Gorgon again, I guess. 2 purple. We could get purple. Do we need purple? No. You see what I mean? There's 2 purple here. And then there's 1 purple here. And we'd get rid of these 3 if we do this right here. So purple would fall onto purple, and we would get purple. But we don't need purple, so it doesn't matter. We got green. Green wouldn't work. Just to get the most out of every move type of thing. We can get purple again, but we don't need purple again. Right here. So I guess I'm going to try for brown. Or I can get rid of skulls. Just get rid of skulls for now. I actually have 499. I wonder how many skulls are on the board. 4? Okay, that's not enough. We would do 13 plus 4. We'd do 17 skulls. I want to see 20 plus, I think. So for now, let's just go here. Yeah, let's go here. I'll try for that brown. Nope. Sunweaver, if you got it, do it. Shake your butt. 574. 574. We just need some skulls now, you know? Soothsayer. Here, no. There, 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 no. So there's nowhere really to cast that. We could get up Gorgon. We could cast this. That'd be 18. That's getting close. Just like, I'm gonna do that later when there's less enemies. I'm gonna make sure I get the win before I be casting that. I think blue or yellow would be the best move, but we don't have any, so I guess brown. Got Gorgonzola. They do keep shooting me with the Midge Swarm, but it's pretty weak. Can we do anything with this? We could go up here, maybe hope for brown. Green, we could get green. We just don't need green. We never need green. We could go up here and then do the green thing, maybe. This. Oops. I don't know what I'm doing for real. Oh, they did skulls. Okay, so they did skulls. Maybe now would be a good time for me to do skulls. Ready? Now we're going to trade a bunch, but I think we'll come out looking better than them. Almost got the win, y'all. Okay, we can get skulls again, watch. Bang! Didn't lose a single troop. That was the hardest epic trials. All you gotta do is do everything you can do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna cast Soothsayer, put it in the best, cast it in the best spot you can think of to make something else happen other than just destroying a row and column. Try to also get a match while you do that. If you're gonna do your Gorgon, try to also get a match while you're doing that. Don't just blow up any old 3 rows. Like, try to make something happen. It's called board control. Even like Astral Mother has board control. She removes a certain color gem. If you look at the board and you say, if I remove this color, this will happen. That's called board control. Same with Gorgon. If I blow up this row, this will happen. If I destroy this row and column with a purple gem in it, this will happen. So that's called board control, and that'll keep it on your turn, or at least give you more mana than you would have got, or maybe give you extra skulls that you wouldn't have got while you're casting that spell. Not just blowing up any old row or any old column or row or whatever. You gotta do it wisely. Then every time the Sunweaver comes up, cast it on Gorgon, cast it on Gorgon, cast it on Gorgon. Don't be casting the Queen Moonclaw. I just waited and waited and waited until the perfect time. They casted their Skeleros, put a bunch of skulls on the board. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to cast my Queen Moonclaw, put a bunch more skulls on the board. And that's how I ended up killing them. Not losing any troops. On the hardest fight, Epic Trial, Wild Plains, bang. All the way done. Koala, you out of here? I don't respond to your messages? Who are you? Just say Koala or something, and I'll, yeah, I don't respond to too many people about anything, for real. It's not a personal thing. I get a lot of messages on PlayStation, so I kind of ignore it. The only person I talk to on there is Trey, because we'll be playing EverQuest, and then something will happen, like I'll crash, so I can't say nothing to him on there, so I have to say it on the PlayStation type stuff. But I just get so many messages on PlayStation, or I used to. I don't know if I do anymore, because I don't pay attention. I just stopped looking at it. So it's not like anything personal. It's kind of like an EverQuest. I get on EverQuest, and all these random people are sending me messages on there. And I'm just kind of trying to play the game and talk to people that I'm playing with. But then I get all these random messages, and it like clogs up my text feed. It's not like harmless. It's cool though. I say hi, I say thank you, I say I'm not mean or anything, but eventually it's like when the 7th person sends me a message, like I might not respond, you know what I mean? I'm like doing something and I'm talking to specific people to get something done, and then somebody sends me a message and I don't respond right away, and then it gets buried, and then other people are talking to me, and then I forget to respond or whatever. Like, stuff like that does happen, but it's never personal. If you want to get in touch with me, leave a comment on YouTube, because me responding to your comment on YouTube helps me too. So that's one place where I try to respond every single time is on YouTube comments. Just more engagement for the video. Plus, you get your thing answered. Whatever you say, I will respond to most likely. So it helps the both of us. If we're talking on PlayStation, that doesn't help me too much. If we're talking on EverQuest, that doesn't help me too much. I'll still respond, you know, because you're my friends and I'm interested in talking to you. But I'm just saying, if you really want me to respond, go to YouTube, leave a comment, because that's like almost like my job pretty much to respond on there, and it helps me and you. So even like the Discord doesn't help me that much. If people are asking me stuff there and I respond, like, it's cool, I'm helping you, but on YouTube it's a thing like what helps both of us. So let's do that if you want to talk. But that was a great stream, y'all. I think I'm gonna cut it there unless somebody needs something. You guys want to see something? I promised Trey I'd be playing EverQuest today, and it's about that time. I gotta eat lunch. I'm not gonna, you know, I don't want to be super late. We're supposed to play at like 1:30 just for real, and I gotta eat lunch still and get my characters over there. So it's not, I'll make it up to y'all for real. Like, you guys did awesome today. So next stream I'll go a little bit longer than I usually do, you know what I mean? I always keep that in mind. I'll never jip you guys. If you guys do your thing, I'm gonna stream longer. So Monday, Tuesday, I'll make sure to go a little bit longer on each one. Like on Mondays we usually do what, like at least probably 2 hours. So I'll try to go a little over 2 hours. And Tuesday it's usually shorter. I'll try to do at least 2 hours on both days. That'll be what I'll say. I'll try to go at least 2 hours on Monday and Tuesday for today. But yeah. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. I thought it was a nice goofy stream. Random, you know how it goes. My random comedy. I think it's funny. As long as I'm laughing at myself, it's fine. And I was laughing at myself, so it's fine. But yeah, good luck. Do the faction event, please. Promise. You promise. Pinky swear. Cut yourself, and we'll do the blood. We'll be blood brothers. You want to do that? We'll do a secret handshake. Do your faction event. I'm just saying. It'll help. It'll be good. Doesn't matter to me. If you do it or not, doesn't matter. I don't care. If you do it, guess what? Doesn't matter. If you don't do it, guess what? Doesn't matter. So, all I'm saying, I'm trying to help. Yeah, it'll help your account. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, don't. If you want to help your account, do it. If you don't want to help your account, don't. Don't matter to me. You know what I mean? Either way. Doesn't affect me either way. So do whatever you want. But I'm just saying. My advice would be to do the faction event. Get a bunch of gold, get a bunch of other stuff. Super potent fights that are highly rewarding, and the event of the weekend. Why do you think they do it? Why do you think they put a faction event in there? Just because? For fun? For no reason? It's only for the people. The faction event's only for the people who haven't got to 500 yet. That's it. Nobody else. Nobody else is supposed to be doing it. They're catering specifically to only the people that don't have it done yet. That's why they do a whole entire event and introduce a new troop and give all those rewards and have a leaderboard and everything. Because they're just letting the people that don't have it done yet, you know, try to win a leaderboard or something. That's why. It's not for everybody to do. It's not the event on Gems of War that everybody's supposed to be doing right now. Why, you know? Why'd they waste their time putting a whole event together? You know, you're not supposed to do it. Why would I do that? That's stupid. Why the game that I'm playing every day would I do the event that's going on right now? That's dumb. I would never do that. Anyway, just a little extra. Alright, I'll see y'all. Have a good one. Thanks for joining me today, Sauna. Classic EverQuest was here. Hey, Classic, dude, I got Narandi's Lance. I got Cloak of the Crystalline Waters. I got some new gloves. I'm hoping that it helps my Shadow Knight. Somebody left a comment saying that's what I should do, and I felt like it was the correct, like they were right. They're like, ignore those spell, ignore Life Leech and this other spell and this other spell. Go after these specific things. And I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. So I went and got them, but I can't use Narandi's Lance until I'm 55, but I can use the Cloak. About to go do that. Koala was here, Tyrion was here. Yo, Tyrion, thanks for being here, man. We got Tyrion, we got Sana, we got Classic, we got Jets, we got Daniel, Koala, Daniel, Sana, Jets. Dude, a ninja dropped off secret newspapers today, and the police did the Heimlich maneuver, Tyrion. We had Lance, we had Funky Town, we had DC United. Lance Platt with the 5, thank you so much, man. DC with the 10, appreciate it. We were cruising today. Dude, we went to the gas station spraying gas everywhere, getting all the scratchers, the brewskis, holding up the line, getting ice cream, parking in all the spots at the same time with all the doors open, the music up. We had to get out of there too. We took everything, threw it on there, and we did a donut around all the gas pumps, and then we're out of there, dude. We definitely got all of our stuff, and we're gassed up and ready to go. We're cruising out of there. We did a donut. Got Lance Platt. Anita was here. Lance with the 10. Appreciate that. Joined up, too. Became a center and won with the choir. We must pray. Anita with the gifted. Went to TK Peril. Starting it out. It don't get going unless somebody does something first. So shout out to Anita. I think Trey was actually first, though, wasn't he? With the 6. I don't know where that went. It's in there somewhere, though. Hold on. Special thanks to Trey with the 6. Anita with the gifted, Lance joining up, Lance with the 10, DC with the 10, and then Lance with another 5. He wanted to hear the story keep going. That's what I'm always going for, y'all. You know? Appreciate it. Gas me up, put some more track out there, and I'll keep going. And you know what I mean. I'm going to be a goofy ding-dong. But yeah, special shout-out to Trey, Anita, Lance, DC. Keeping it going, lights on, doors open, doors on, lights open. Your granddaughter is having her first birthday party this afternoon. Turned 1 officially 2 days ago. Happy birthday to Tyrion's granddaughter. Charles Wright was here today. Good to see you, man. But I'm out of here. I'll make it up to y'all on Monday and Tuesday. We got Guild Wars anyway. We're going to have a lot to go over next week, so it's going to be long ones either way. So, see you there. You're the best. I got an appointment pretty much. Or I'd stream longer. But hope you guys have a great day. You made me get into a good mood, so thank you so much. Peace out. Appreciate you. Could be anywhere else in the world and you're here, and that's